I'm excited about this one. Let's do it! I don't know why I did the fist thing, but I ordered this just like a day ago, and it already got here, so great job, shipper. You are super awesome. I was going to do a recipe this week, but now I don't have to because I'm doing this. Now look, I've already owned this before, so this is my second purchase of it. Like an idiot, I gave it away. But this, oh yes, for those of you back in the 90s, you know this, Tales of the Lance box set. This was released after the Tollida's box set by TSR when they changed over to Dungeons & Dragons 2nd edition. And this was their attempt to regain the fan base that they lost when they issued the Tales of the Lance. And of course, it did not, unfortunately, come with the Dragon High Lord helmet or dagger, but everything else here, all these little stand-up pop-out figures, the Talus card deck, and everything. This is supposed to be complete. So here's hoping it is. It's in good condition. It's in better condition than mine was, that's for sure. So let's do this together, shall we? All right. Now, this is the rule book. This is actually, I believe, if not the exact, then the expanded version of the Player's Guide to Dragonlance that was also released by TSR at the same time. They're doing these sort of manila colored Player's Guide to different campaign worlds. But this is it. Look at that. If you all remember all the... Oh, Gully Doors are great. But this was the first book where you could actually play Minotaurs in as well, and Ogres. Like, you didn't have that information in first edition. It was only in second. So it's pretty cool. Good stuff. If you're ever looking at pre-Cataclysm and post-Cataclysm information about regions, this is a wonderful resource. This is the reason why I got it, actually, was this Dungeon Master's screen. But you can see all of the equipment that's Krynn specific. You can see all your different rules for second edition. Of course, THAC0 right here. Everyone remembers 2-hit armor class 0. And just tons of charts and stuff that are invaluable in a second edition Advanced Dungeons & Dragons game. Super stoked about getting this. I have the first edition, which is Advanced Dungeons & Dragons branded one. This is the second edition. I have the DragonLance 5th edition. So now I need to get a third edition one, just because I'm a completionist. And of course, I have this picture on my wall, like every self-respecting Dragonlance fan. But this is all the character cards for tons of heroes and non-playing characters in Dragonlance. And then our Talus card deck. If you guys remember this from the modules, it was actually meant to tell futures and just help with storytelling in general. But this one looks better than the version I have. So I'm probably going to scan that and enlarge them to regular playing card size. But yeah, you got all the little fold-out cards for all the characters that are featured in this. As you can see, they keep going and going and going. Little card stock too, so it's great. I would never cut this apart, but for anyone who did, respect. All right, and then of course, hey look, it's the Parisian. So these are maps reprinted from the original ones, released with the DL modules for AD&D First Edition. And of course, it's got all the different maps and stuff. I'm not going to go through all of it, but you get the picture. Those maps were also sort of expanded and redone in the Atlas of the DragonLance Saga. This is a nice battle map. Before I ever used battle maps, I never used them in 2nd edition. I'd use them exclusively in 3rd edition, though, which is kind of cool. And it's got like a little... I've never used this. How crazy is that? I don't even remember this. That's pretty cool, though. And then the other side is what everyone loves, the original map. And all these little white dots, those are errors. They're supposed to have numbers connecting up to the rule book, telling you about those different areas. But this is probably the most famous map of everyone for Dragonlance. Well known, most well known. And then of course we got more maps here. Paid more than I should have for this, but I think nostalgia purposes, it's totally worth it. And of course that Dungeon Master screen. So these are just tons and tons of maps that I can't get my hands around for everywhere, which is pretty awesome. Of course, if you ever want to dungeon crawl or visit Flotsam or wherever, these maps are going to do you well. And that's it. That is everything that's in, put that first, and then the Atlas. It's in the Tales of the Lance box set. Dungeon Master screen's awesome, and then of course the book. So, do you all still have this? Is it something that you ever owned in the first place? And do you even like this second edition box set? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and until next time, Slán Java.